Well, it is cozy season, a time when things are moving slower, we may have fewer obligations, and perhaps the perfect time to revisit or pick up a hobby. That is what the Anew Boutiques is all about, helping individuals get more creative with fiber arts. Sarah DeWitt, she is the owner, here to share more about all of the things we can learn. Sarah, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
This is exciting.
So you just had a grand opening.
I did. It went over really well despite the weather.
Right?
People actually showed up. Yeah, it was wonderful just to have people come into my shop and meet new people and just to see all the things that I provide. Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about what Anew Boutiques does provide.
Okay, so I teach beginners how to sew, embroider, and quilt. I do some crafting classes also, but our storefront also provides fabric and kits and notions, a lot of inspiring things to work on.
Wonderful. And talk about the inspiration. You said you've been sewing since you were just 9 years old.
Oh my goodness, yeah. My mom, she taught me everything I know when I was very young. When I was 9, I made my first quilt. I have a corner dedicated in my lobby area. I want everyone to come in and check it out. It's dedicated just to my mom.
Oh, I love that. An ode to her, right? And all the things she taught you.
Yeah.
And you brought some things with you, but walk us through what these are. These are all classes that people could take with you.
Yeah, these are some of my classes. So let's see, let's go ahead and check out my embroidery class. Was really fun. I had, even though it's after Christmas, I had 7 ladies come on in and they learned to embroider. I taught them how to embroider start to finish.
Okay.
And make these ornaments.
Well, and let's talk that too, because that's, you do these hat classes.
An embroidered hat class is really fun. That's a popular one. And yeah, you'll walk out with your project finished. And then this is one of the kits I'm making up right now that will be in my shop.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
See, that's cute. So people can come and pick up a kit if they want, but then you also have the classes if people are like, I don't know how to even begin here.
Yes, I provide both.
Okay.
Really beginners of all ages. You start from scratch.
Okay.
So you don't even need to know how to thread a needle.
Perfect.
One of my popular classes also that I would like to mention is just learning how to use a sewing machine. Right. A lot of people, how do I thread the machine? Why does it keep getting bundled up for me? So come on in and I will teach you step by step everything, the ins and outs of your machine, and you can also use one of mine if you don't have one.
That's perfect.
So then usually after I do that class, a popular one is my small quilt class.
Okay.
So you will learn to make a quilt from start to finish. Then a lot of people and
there's some pictures of some. That's so fun though. Like talk about what the energy is like. These are all people who are
they are loving it,
sharing a joy.
Yes, right? They love to come in as groups. The family was in the other day. It was just such a wonderful class. They just enjoyed the time together, and they couldn't believe that they learned something from start to finish.
Yeah,
It just made them feel so good about themselves, and I love teaching. My mom taught me when I was younger. I taught my daughters how to sew, and I just was so inspired. I wanted to teach the community. I think it's something that people are wanting to do right now.
100%. I think that's so great. And what an awesome opportunity to bring your friends, your kids, do this together and really learn and share the joy of fiber arts, right? And talk about the cards too, because these you do things that are not necessarily sewing or
right. I'm also teaching a class, Intro to Paper Quilling.
Okay.
That is something that has been around for a long time, and it is coming back. A lot of people are liking to make little cards. You can just make any type of art that you want to create and frame it. Okay. So that's something new.
Wonderful. And then let's talk about the open class night and what that's all about.
Yes, I'm excited about this. So if people are taking classes and they fall behind, or if they just want to come in and ask for extra help, that's why I provide the Friday nights. So it's every Friday night, and it is from 5 to 8. And they can come in and ask questions, use my machines. They can just use any of my rooms, or they can just come in and have girl time, just to hang out.
Perfect, right? Like, I have to work on this project. I'm gonna go over to go see my girlies.
Exactly.
I love that. So how do we learn more about the classes you're teaching, and how do we get registered?
If you visit my website, anewboutiques.com, and you can book right online, and you can check out all of my all the classes I provide.
Wonderful.
Right on there.
And come visit you. Talk to us
And
where
please
you
come.
are. Yeah.
I am at 671 Douglas Ave in Holland.
Okay, perfect. Well, Sarah, congratulations on this
Thank
new
you.
storefront, and thank you so much for sharing your gifts with all of us. How cool is this?
Thank you.
AnewBoutiques.com if you want more information and to sign up for class.